Hey, Smoking Joe here. As you know, we already went to the seafood store and we went to the butcher's market. They are both true stores. They don't sell anything else but either meat or fish. Let's take a look at what we got, at least from the butcher store, and we'll come back and we'll do our seafood gig when we're done. We got Boston butts, we got flank steak, we got T-bones, we got chicken breast, we got London broil, we got pork chops, and we got a chicky, a big chickie. Now, we spent $98 on this meat. And you're going to end up saying that's a lot of money for that meat. But if you break it down into meals and what we're allowed to have, including the shrinkage, we're going to end up coming up with this is a total of 47 meals. But if we end up dividing it into, for two people, that's 23 meals each. That's almost a month's worth of meat. You know, we're going to end up freezing it, cutting it up, getting it ready to go. And as we want to end up eating beef or poultry or seafood, we just go to the freezer and we got a stockpile of it. We don't have to keep on going to the store, paying the big prices at the big box store. And this is a lot fresher. So 9 meals we would get on the Boston butt. We would end up getting 3 meals out of the fajitas. We would end up getting 4 meals off the T-bones. We would end up getting 4 meals off the pork chops. We would get 5 off the chicken breast. On the London broil, there's 5 meals. And on this big old bird, we got 16 meals. We're going to end up smoking this bad boy when it comes time. And, you know, the rest of it we'll grill, bake, smoke, whatever the case is. We'll put the grill to use. We'll be back in a minute after we put out the seafood. Okay, now we're going to talk about, hey, you notice the train loco? I'm a model railroader. This is the last locomotive that Alco made in the Schenectady shops in New York. And it happens to be in Niagara, New York Central. The greatest locomotive.
Don't get off on a tangent.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Here we are. We're back to seafood. Look at this piece of salmon. This salmon is over 5 pounds. And we haven't cut it up yet or put it away. We have cod that's 2.5, a pound and a half, and we've got about 2.5 pounds of cleaned shrimp. Now with shrimp, you can end up buying it with the shell and the heads on already, and you're going to have to peel it and everything later on. And you got to allow about 10 to 11 ounces of unclean shrimp, if you're going to set up for your meal, because you're going to have waste with the head and the shell. So once you peel it off and weigh it up, you'll see a difference. You'll end up with about 7 ounces of shrimp for your meal.
After cooking.
After cooking. So we've got about $150 invested here, which is going to end up equating to another 19.8 meals
For 2 people.
and for one person, but if you divide it out, it's 9+ meals per person out of what you see here. This is plenty of protein for you for the month. And you can end up smoking this, you can end up baking it. The same thing with the shrimp. You can end up doing that with any of it, grilling it,
We need to do this again.